All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Capital Area School Development Association Virtual College Fair. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Just a few housekeeping notices, and oops, sorry, I forgot to share my screen with y'all. Just a few housekeeping announcements before we get started here. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists can't see or hear you. Now, this is just one of many different sessions that are happening. We have more going on tomorrow, so be sure to sign up for those additional sessions if you'd like to. This presentation is being recorded, and that recording will be available within about a week at strivescan.com/CASDANY. All right, I'd like to go ahead and turn it over to our presenters now, starting with Worcester Polytechnic University.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Andy. I'm going to share my screen. And we're gonna go. All right, see it okay? Awesome. Okay, well, thank you everyone. It's nice to meet you. My name is Liz DeRozier. I'm an admissions counselor at WPI, and I'm gonna teach you a little bit about our campus and all that good stuff that you're here to learn about. All right, so WPI is located in Worcester, Massachusetts. We are about 45 minutes outside of Boston, so we're pretty much smack dab in the middle of Massachusetts. Great access to a bunch of different companies, a bunch of different things for our students, and it makes things a lot easier for them when it comes to jobs opportunities, internships, co-ops, things like that. In terms of our kind of overall undergraduate population, we have a little over 4,500 undergraduate students. And there's a lot of diversity on campus. However, because we are a STEM institution, we always like to point out that we do have 40% women, which is really exciting for us. We've done a lot there in terms of getting more and more women on campus, and it's been really great so far. So always trying to make strides there. In terms of what we offer for academics, we have over 50 degree programs to choose from. We are a technological university, so most of our students are studying STEM. We are not just an engineering school. I want to make sure that that is known. We are the third oldest technological university in the country with over 50 degree programs to choose from, but you do not need to know what you want to do when you come to WPI. 20% of our students actually enroll completely undecided. So when you're applying to WPI, you're applying to WPI as an institution. You're not applying to a specific program. You don't have to be admitted into a specific program. That's very important to mention. We have about a 13-to-1 student-faculty ratio, about 15 to 25 students in each of your classes. So medium size, I would say, in terms of that. Definitely the classes get smaller as you get more, further along in your education. There's also opportunities for double majoring, minoring, and it is possible to get a bachelor's and a master's at WPI in 4 years and in 5 years. Oops. All right, so the first thing I'm going to talk about, it really makes us stand out compared to some other universities, is definitely the WPI Plan. This is something that helps our students take charge of their education and really set themselves apart in the world coming out of WPI as a WPI graduate. The first part of the WPI Plan is the academic calendar. So most schools that you look at will run on a semester-based curriculum where you'll have 2 14-week semesters separated by a winter break. But at WPI, we actually have 4 7-week terms a year. And within each term, our students are only taking 3 classes. So they don't have to worry about 3 homework assignments, 3 projects, 3 whatever it is. Don't get me wrong, they are not abridged courses at all. They are a full semester's worth of courses taught in 7 weeks. So it's a lot more fast paced. We really want our students to dive deep into the material right away, building robots from day one, all that good stuff that our students like to do. They love the term system. It works out really well for the way that our project-based curriculum is set up. The second part of the plan is the non-punitive grading policy. Basically, you can only get one of 3 grades at WPI, an A, a B, or a C. If you don't have at least a C, you can take what we have called an NR, which stands for no record. It's basically as if the course never happened. It's as if you never took the course. Essentially what this is it helps with the flexibility, but also it allows our students to take risks in their education and maybe take that, computer science class that, they were nervous about taking with the fear of failing or something like that. It really allows them to do that. Speaking about flexibility, we have a very flexible curriculum. We will never tell you what courses you have to take at WPI. We do not have prerequisites. We have recommended backgrounds. So, basically what that means is we might say you need to take this many science classes this many, math classes this many, engineering classes, whatever it is for your specific major, but you get to choose which classes you're taking and when you're taking them. So our students have that flexibility to really kind of create their own education and kind of really just, again, have that flexibility. You have a faculty academic advisor that helps you along the way. If you're undecided, they will walk you through it either way, and then we will get you one. Once you declare your major, we'll get you one that is actually at that point, the major. All right, and the last part of the WPI plan is the global project. So WPI is known for our project-based curriculum. That's kind of our thing. We've been doing it for over 70 years now, and it's gone really well. There are 4 project opportunities that are built into the WPI curriculum. So this isn't stuff you have to do on the side, and that includes your study abroad experience. The last 2 years of your time at WPI, your junior and senior year, you can choose to study abroad if you want to, and there is a global scholarship of up to $5,000 that we give all of our students. Every single one, if you're admitted, you are given up to $5,000 to go towards your global experience project. Essentially what our students are doing is they're going to over 50 different project centers around the world, and they're implementing science and technology into real world situations. So I would definitely recommend checking out our website. You know, I can put some links in the chat, but definitely check out our website. There's some really, really cool examples on our website about different examples of projects and things like that. But it's just a great way, again, that hands-on approach to education, getting out in the world and actually doing what you're learning is basically how it is at WPI and how it will be. Campus life is, we have a very residential campus. Our campus is very community driven. We have a ton of different things to choose from. We are an NCAA Division III school. We have over 250 clubs and organizations to choose from. And that can be anything from a cheese club to a Rubik's Cube club to a Harry Potter club. And last but not least, the admissions overview. I know there's a lot of deadlines on here. Definitely check out our website. It's all there. We added more this year because of COVID, but we wanted to make sure to be more flexible for everyone. I think the most important thing for you to know on this slide that you can also find on our website, but the most exciting is that we are now test blind. That is brand new for us. So we are very excited to be able to offer that for our students. Basically, it just means that your testing will not be considered at all in the admissions process. And with that being said, thank you so much and good luck with everything, guys.
All right, thank you so much to Worcester Polytechnic Institute. Next up, we have Lawrence Technological University.
Hello, my name is Patty Rockwood. I'm from Lawrence Technological University, and also Jane Franco is one of the also a colleague of mine, and she's on here somewhere and things. So Lawrence Technological University, we're in Southfield, Michigan. That's about 30 minutes north of Detroit. We're a small private university with about 3,000 students, and you can see some of the information on the left here. I hope everybody can see it. I did do the screen sharing, so we'll see. Southfield, Michigan is north of Detroit. It's in Oakland County, and it's considered one of America's most dynamic business and tech centers. So that area is very big in technology and everything. We have 4 different colleges. We have architecture and design. We have business and information technology. We have arts and sciences, and we have engineering. Engineering is our biggest college, and mechanical engineering is our largest program with several specialties. And civil engineering is our second largest program. We also have architecture as a major. We have some design programs, graphic design. We have business administration. We have information technology. And we have in arts and sciences, molecular and cell biology. That's our pre-med program. We have computer science. And under computer science, we have game software development. And we also have, under design programs, we also have graphic design. Game design. So we have both the art part of that and we have the technical part of it. We believe in theory and practice. And what that means is as soon as you start at Lawrence Tech, you're going to be not only in the classroom, but you're also going to be starting projects, doing research, something hands-on. So you get some experience as soon as you get started. I know I've been in the intro to engineering program and they do like 4 different small projects that first semester, and it gives them some ideas on all the opportunities in engineering. And then most of our students do internships, and a lot of them also do co-ops. Internships you can do during the semester. Co-ops are generally in the summer, just because they're full-time. You can start them usually sophomore year. A lot of them do it also junior year, and it's a great opportunity to get some real experience. Going along with this, everybody gets a laptop computer, and what's important about that is it has the software on it that you're going to need for your classes, and also it'll be the most up-to-date software that would be in companies or organizations that would be using when you go for your internships or when you're applying for jobs. So it's really a great value. I think over 4 years, it's worth $75,000. Cost at Lawrence Technological University. So we have tuition, including room and board, ranges from $45,000 to $47,000. We do have a lot of scholarships. We have academic scholarships that range from $4,500 up to full tuition. We also have financial needs scholarships. We also have scholarships that are based on some of the things you might have done, like if you're a Boy Scout or if you're in First Robotics, Project Lead the Way, different organizations like that. We have small scholarships for that. So there are a lot of opportunities to get scholarships. For housing, about a third of our students live on campus, and we have 4 different kinds of housing. We have over 60 clubs and organizations, and we also have sports. We're NAIA in sports, so if anybody's interested in sports, our website is www.ltu.edu, and you can look up our sports right on that. For admissions, we have rolling admissions. That means once a senior decides to apply, once they get everything in, it'll be about 3 to 4 weeks, and then they'll get an answer about acceptances. We are test optional for the seniors and juniors. I don't know about sophomores yet, but it's possible. So you don't have to take your ACTs or SATs. We'll do it based on your transcript, your high school transcript and everything. We hope that you get an opportunity to visit us. Our students are on ground this semester, so we intend to be in the fall. And we actually are doing some tours on ground. And also we do have virtual tours and everything. Contact us. I mentioned that we're www.ltu.edu. And once you get into that website, there's lots of information that you can look at and everything. So thank you for your time, and hope that you look at us a little closer. And I'm back to everybody else.
All right, thank you so much to Lawrence Technological University. And next up, we have got Michigan Technological University.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. My name is Jen Todd. I am not Tara Brewer. I'm helping Tara out this evening. My name is Jen Todd. Again, I'm a regional admissions manager with Michigan Tech, and I'm really excited to be here tonight. Thank you so much for joining us. I want to take some time to share some information about tech, and I know we have just a short amount of time to chat. And so if you take away anything from this conversation, I really want you to feel free to reach out and take my contact information. I'll throw it there in the chat here before the end of my session. And please feel free to reach out with any questions that you have. You can email, call, or text at any point in time if you'd like to know a little bit more about Michigan Tech, or if you have any questions that I can help you with. So to get started, if you're not familiar, Michigan Tech is a mid-sized institution located in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan. You can see on my screen here where that yellow dot is all the way up at the very top of the Upper Peninsula in the Keweenaw. That's where Michigan Tech is located. We enrolled just under 7,000 students, and you can see we have roughly right around 5,600 undergraduates. Michigan Tech is like I said, a mid-sized institution. There are so many great opportunities for our students to connect and collaborate with faculty, staff, and other students on a wide variety of topics and areas. One of the things that we really value at Michigan Tech is not only an undergraduate education, but also undergraduate research opportunities. And I'll talk about some of those here in just a moment. When you think about Michigan Tech, I think a lot of students maybe initially think about engineering, and we have a wide variety of engineering options at Michigan Tech, a wide variety of specializations, but we offer much more than that. We actually have over 120 programs to choose from, and you can kind of see some of the areas listed there. And for students who are maybe joining us that are a little bit undecided, maybe you're not quite sure what area of engineering you'd like to pursue, or maybe you're looking at something related to business, but you're not exactly sure the major that you'd want to pursue. Similar with computing, maybe you're thinking about something connected to that industry, but you're not really quite sure if you want to follow the traditional computer science program, or if you're looking at network and system administration or something a little bit different. We can help you with that. You don't have to know right away. We have a number of general options for undecided students that will help you to start taking some coursework to figure out what area of study might ultimately be a good fit for you. Then working collaboratively with our advisors and our faculty on campus, you'll really start to figure out what path is best for you and what program best fits your interests. That, coupled with a challenging academic environment, in addition to all the hands-on experiences that you can have at Michigan Tech, that really helps you to figure out the best major for you. And you can see here, we have a wide variety of opportunities for students to engage with undergraduate research, whether that's through one of our enterprise programs where you get to mimic just what it's like to work on a project for a professional company or organization. You get funding to do all sorts of cool research projects, or maybe you're studying on Lake Superior on the Portage Canal, which is just outside of our campus, or maybe you're working in the unit operations laboratory with our chemical engineering program. There are lots of ways for students to be able to engage with research and really start to put to practice what they're learning in the classroom. We have students that work on a wide variety of projects, and so we will help to connect you with those opportunities once you arrive on campus. One of the great things about Michigan Tech is that you get the opportunity to start taking your courses in your major day number 1. And so we really infuse those into the first and second year, helping you to explore and learn a little bit about the programs that we offer, and then again, allowing you to put to practice what you're learning. So there's a lot of great opportunities for students. We feel that this combination of a mid-sized institution with strong academic programs, with the opportunities to do undergraduate research, really helps our students to be successful. And as you can see there, we have a wide variety of opportunities for students to connect with industry. This is a picture from our fall career fair. We have one of the largest career fairs in the country with more than 415 companies recruiting on our campus annually. In addition to any virtual recruiting activities we do, you can see our students are very successful when they get ready to leave us, with a 98% placement rate within 6 months after graduation, and a median starting salary of around $65,000. And so again, we really feel like we provide you with all of the resources that you might be looking for in order to be successful as a student. Now, our students work really hard, but they play really hard as well. And so not only are they working hard in the classroom, but they're also doing lots of great activities outside. If you like outdoor adventure, Michigan Tech is the place for you. We actually have a ski and snowboarding hill, Mont Ripley, connected to our institution. And as a student, part of your Experience Tech initiative, you get access to the ski and snowboarding hill. You may be interested in athletics at Michigan Tech, or one of our over 200 student organizations. We have an amazing pep band that we offer as well. So there are lots of ways for you to continue what you're learning, or continue what you're active in at your high school, and then maybe try new things. Maybe you'll join the curling club when you come to Michigan Tech. And so lots of great activities. One of our highlights each year is our Winter Carnival. It's a fun way to kind of celebrate all things winter at Michigan Tech. We get an average of 218 inches of snow each year, so we really do a lot to celebrate that. And we'd love to have you come and join us to check that out. So how do we take advantage of all these great opportunities? Well, you'll get ready to apply for admission. You can see here it's free to apply. There's no essay required. Our application opens on June 15th, and you're automatically considered for scholarships. And so I would love the opportunity to be able to share more information about Michigan Tech and talk through any questions that you have. So I'll go ahead and throw up my contact information in the chat, and feel free to reach out with anything that you need. Thank you so much for joining us, and have a good evening.
All right, thank you, Michigan Technological University. And next up, we have DePaul University.
Okay, here we go. I was like, I lost the unmute button. Hello, everyone. My name is Amanda Woolley, and I am the regionally based counselor for DePaul University. So I'm actually based for DePaul in the New York City metro area. But DePaul is located in Chicago. It's actually the third largest city in the country. So I hope you can find some interest in us and maybe come to visit us. So we're sticking in the Midwest for this session. DePaul has two campuses, Lincoln Park and the Loop. These are both neighborhoods within the city of Chicago, so we are a dual campus system. So because we are located within the city, you kind of get the best of both worlds with our campuses. The Lincoln Park campus is our more residential styled campus. It's also where most of our residence halls are located. There are more green space, more traditional styled academic buildings. So you can really truly feel like you're on an academic campus, a college campus. It is also located in a more residential neighborhood within the city of Chicago, where many other college students, not just from DePaul, live. You can kind of see this from the picture. This is the Lincoln Park campus looking onto the downtown area of Chicago. You'll see the Fullerton stop of the Chicago L in this picture. And so you can hop on the L and on either the red, purple, or brown lines and head directly to the other campus Loop. The other campus is located in what's called the Loop neighborhood of Chicago. And it really is the true heart and the beat of the city. It's our city campus. So we also call it our vertical campus. Classes are held in high-rise buildings and not in traditional academic settings. Since we do have these two separate campuses, we want to make things easier for our students. So we offer what we call a U Pass. It's basically a unlimited Metro card and bus pass for our students to use as they navigate the city, because we really think of the entire city as our campus. So the way we divide the campuses is actually by academic program. If you are interested in majors within business, communication, or our computing and digital media degrees, you'll take the majority of your classes at the Loop campus. If you're interested in majors within liberal arts and social sciences, education, science and health, and our conservatory programs of theater and music, you'll take the majority of your classes at the Lincoln Park campus. And as you can see by the number slide, we have over 300 academic programs, with our most popular being film and television, health sciences, and business. We actually are one of the oldest business schools in the country, so we've been doing business for a long time. Even though we are a large institution, just around 16,000 undergraduate students, our average class size is 22. 90% of our classes are less than 40, and 98% of our classes are taught by professors. So even though we do have a large graduate school population, they are not required to teach courses. We also have a very large law school, and those students are in their own kind of separate space on the Loop campus. We have lots of combined degrees and accelerated programs in a lot of different academic areas. We also have a 3+3 law program. So if you are wanting to go on to law school, you can combine that. If you also want to do your undergrad and graduate studies at DePaul, we offer what we call the double demon discount. So if you attend your undergrad, when you attend grad school at DePaul also, you get a discounted rate on your tuition. Being in the city of Chicago really allows for great opportunities when it comes to internships and various career opportunities. So we do offer career family advising, as well as have great partnerships with different companies around the city, because there are a lot of Fortune 500s in Chicago. One of our biggest partnerships is with our film and television program and with the production space of CineSpace. CineSpace is a professional production studio that works out of the Pilsen neighborhood of Chicago. It's one of the largest studio spaces outside of LA. And our students and DePaul owns 3 stages out at CineSpace. This is where Chicago Med, Chicago Fire, Chicago PD, all of those shows film. So our students are having real interaction with those programs. Kind of on our last slide is just kind of summing up a little bit. We are on the Common App and we have a free application. So you don't have to worry about any application fee when it comes to applying to DePaul. We've also been test optional for almost a decade. So we really, in this time, do not require testing at any point. If you have them and do want to submit them and you think they will help your application, feel free, but they really are not required. Your application will automatically be considered for merit-based scholarships, anywhere between about $10,000 and $25,000 a year for all 4 years, will be based on your application. DePaul is also on the quarter system. So similar to WPI, we have 10-week academic units instead of the traditional semester. We are offering on-campus visits for accepted students, but not for prospective students quite yet. But here's my contact information at the bottom. So if you have any questions, feel free to email me. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions, put it in the Q&A.
All right, thank you to DePaul University. And next up, we have Merrimack College.
Hi, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us this evening. I'm just going to give one moment for my presentation to load. So my name is Lauren Broderick. I'm one of our assistant directors of undergrad admission, and I work with all students in the capital region of New York. So I'll be sure to share my information with you by the time that we wrap up today. So a little bit about Merrimack, if you haven't heard of us before, we're actually located in Massachusetts. So heading back to Massachusetts with the presentation, we are 30 minutes north of the city of Boston, and we're about 3 hours away from Albany. I always use that as a point of reference when I'm recruiting in this area. Merrimack is considered a medium-sized private Augustinian Catholic college. So when you see our kind of student body represented here in front of us, we have about 4,000 undergraduate students, and we also have some graduate students that study with us as well. And I will share with you some of those programs in a little bit too. And then, like most schools, we do sort of categorize ourselves by our academic schools. So I get a lot of questions about, what school is the most popular? Where do most students study? So you can see that overall, our students are spread out pretty well. Some of our newer majors and programs in the last year or so are for the fall. Our neuroscience, our nursing program is going into its 3rd year of incoming freshmen. So seniors that will be joining us will be our 3rd cohort. And we just keep continuing adding more programs as we go along. And then outside of that, while you're in kind of your college search and process, you may be thinking about other involvements. So athletics, clubs, activities, other passions and interests that you have. So some good things to note about Merrimack is that we are a Division I institution. So we did jump up to Division I last year, which was really exciting for Warrior Nation. And you can see a full listing of all of the sports we have for men and women online on our website. We also have club and intramural sports, which is still an awesome way to be competitive and sort of have that athletic touch with your college experience. Now, this time of year especially, I like to share one of our fun facts that Merrimack is an Augustinian Catholic college, and our sister school, if anyone follows March Madness, is pretty popular right now. It's Villanova. So that's always a good fact to know. We do a lot of trivia questions about that one. So now you all know. And then as I alluded to earlier, we do break up the college into the 5 academic schools. So this just kind of breaks it down a little bit for you to see how many majors and what we call concentrations, which are really kind of areas of focus within certain areas that you would study at our college. And then at college, we like to also emphasize all of the support that you have at Merrimack. So automatically, all students are provided with a few things: an academic and career advisor based on the academic school you're looking to study within at the college, even if you aren't sure what you want to do forever. So I always like to emphasize to students that it's okay to not know what you want to study. And we have something called the Discover program, which is really intended to help you sort of navigate that process. Nursing is the only program at Merrimack that you have to be declared as a senior applying to Merrimack as a first-time student. Other layers of kind of built-in support we have for all students include a holistic success coach who can help you navigate a lot of things in that college transition, from academics to roommate challenges to eating in the dining hall if you have a food allergy. They're really kind of your go-to person. And lastly, all students have a first-year experience instructor who's a faculty or staff member at the college, as well as a peer mentor. And then our Academic Success Center is obviously good to know about as you're navigating college. the transition to college is tricky for all of us at certain points. So we have a lot of ways to help you and support you in that process. And then these are those master's programs that I mentioned. So some things to sort of make mention of is that anything listed here is a one-year program with the exception of school counseling and then clinical mental health counseling. So those are 2-year programs. Your school counselors at high school, there's a lot of hands-on learning that you kind of have to go through to get certified at the end, which is the goal. And then athletic training is a 3+2 program, which is sort of neat. So what that means is after 3 years, you earn your bachelor's degree, and then you jump right into 2 years of accelerated study with your master's in AT. And then there comes a time when you move on from Merrimack. So those career advisors help you. We are in the greater Boston area. We're in the Boston suburbs, but Boston is only 30 to 40 minutes from us. So all Fortune 500 companies have really good pull in our area, just in our backyard, like kind of the suburban area that we're located in. Places like Philips, Pfizer, and Raytheon have headquarters or satellite offices. So there's a lot of good connections and ties. And because of where you all live, 3-ish hours from campus, you would not be commuter students, most likely. So housing is guaranteed all 4 years. And then sort of the admission side, my area, working with you in this process. For first-time freshmen that are not interested in nursing, this is our requirement. So we are also another institution that is free to apply. We do not currently require test scores for students outside of nursing. I'll talk about nursing in a moment. And we use the Common App or Merrimack application. Deadlines can be a little confusing to just look at a glance. So definitely stay in touch with me as you get closer to hitting submit on that Common App. And then if you're joining us and you're like, you know what, I've thought about nursing, pretty similar, still free to apply. We still use the same mechanism, so Common App or Merrimack app to apply. And then for letters of recommendation, we are just going to ask that one letter comes from a college or school counselor and one letter comes from a teacher within math or science. We currently at this point have not made our determination with test scores for seniors. So stay tuned and we'll have that announcement, I'm hoping soon. But this year we were optional for seniors. And then all of you also have a financial aid counselor that's assigned to you just like me. So that's good to know. We do automatically consider you for scholarship and we use the FAFSA. And then last but not least, that is my contact information and our comfort dog, Mary. But thank you very much for joining us.
All right, thank you, Merrimack College. And next up, we have Springfield College.
Hello, let me just pull this up. Okay, so my name is Allie Goddard, and welcome to Springfield College virtually. So my territories, I deal with students from Long Island, Dutchess County, Westchester County, Northern New Jersey, and also Western Pennsylvania. So if you're from that area, then I will be your admissions counselor. If not, then we have 5 other admissions counselors who would be dealing with your territory. So a little bit about our Springfield College story. We were founded in 1885. And before we were Springfield College, we were the YMCA training school. So we still have super close ties to the Y today. We have a YMCA club, a YMCA minor, just a really good opportunity for students to get involved and get a lot of awesome experiences through that. Little fun fact, we are the birthplace of basketball. So James Naismith was a student at the time, and he was in the football coach's class. The football coach had asked his class to create a way that his athletes could stay in shape during the winter months, and James Naismith created basketball. So just a little fun fact, the Basketball Hall of Famers do get to campus every year, which is just a really cool experience for our students. They come and talk to the students and then they go downtown to the Hall of Fame enshrinement. So the whole basketball world comes full circle back to Springfield College. This is our humanics philosophy. So this is truly just something that everyone really says at Springfield. They live it in their everyday life. There's a really special energy on campus. Everyone knows our philosophy, and that is educating students in spirit, mind, and body for leadership and service to others. So I'll kind of touch on it in the next slide, but we are huge on community service. We're big on just looking out for one another and really living that balanced and holistic approach. So focusing on your spirit, mind, and body. So these are some stats. We have about 4,000 students. Within this number, there's a little over 2,200 undergrads on campus, a little over 1,000 grad students on campus, and the rest are regional and online students. So it is that really community feeling on campus. Professors really get to know you as students and also people. Their doors are always open, so you can go to them for extra help or to go over subjects, whatever you really need. They're always there for you. They know your name, and it's that very hands-on experience in the classroom, which is awesome. We're big on like not just staring down and texting at your phone while walking to class, but actually picking your head up, get to know the people around you. So by no means will you know everyone's name and their life story in 4 years, but you do get to know familiar faces, which just creates a really special environment on campus. The next is 120,000 hours of community service. So we did the math, that's about 13 and a half years in a single year. So we love community service, and that just really goes back to our humanics philosophy. Students throughout their time at Springfield will get a ton of community service opportunities. We have everyone kind of doing initiatives, whether that's professors in programs doing community service or athletic teams, clubs. Everyone really buys into that part of Springfield College. So we have students go to elementary schools and read books to children, or go to high school and talk about how you got into college and your pathway and how it looked for you. Nursing homes, raking leaves. So we have a ton of different community service initiatives that our students do take part in. And then that last stat is 98% of graduates are employed or enrolled in grad school within 6 months of graduating. So a really big number we're really proud of. When I tell you it is all hands on deck to really get students to that next step after they graduate, it is all hands on deck. So everyone really pitches in. Our students feel super supportive so that once they do graduate Springfield College, they have that plan. So you're not sitting in graduation being like, whoa, I just went through 4 years of education. I really don't know what to do next. That's just not how our students feel, because everyone really pitches in to get them to the next step, whether that's advisors or admin or coaches, whoever it is that's kind of in your bubble. They're going to really use their resources and get you to that field that you want to be in. This is just an overview of our campus. It's 157 acres, and that includes East Campus, which is our outdoor learning center, which is 57 acres of forest land. It's about a mile down Lake Massasoit, right on that water. These are just some more overviews of campus and some campus pictures, so you know what it looks like. These are all of our majors. So we do have 40 plus undergraduate majors. A few things we like to highlight on this slide. So we do have pre-professional programs, which are pre-dental, pre-law, and pre-medicine. What you would do is you'd pick a major from that 40 plus section. You'd get set up with that major advisor, and then you'd also get set up with, say, a pre-law advisor. So both those advisors would work with you to make sure you're on track to graduate on time, and really go into that next step, whether it's law school or grad school, whatever is your interest. Our faculty to student ratio is 12:1. So classroom sizes are going to be about 18 to 22 students. And a little bit about the campus culture. We really do live the triangle, which just goes back to our humanics philosophy of spirit, mind, and body. So we just want students coming to campus, getting involved with academics, as well as really what you're passionate about. A little bit about athletics. We are Division III. We're in the NEWMAC, so we play teams like Babson, WPI, Emerson, but we also play other leagues, which is awesome. And our percentage of varsity student athletes on campus is about 31%. These are just some of our application requirements, which you can also find on our website as well. And some scholarship. We do have merit scholarships and our tuition and fees, which you can find online. These are just our virtual events coming up. So if you want to take a look at those, you can do that. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much to Springfield College. We have a little bit of time left. I've got about 5 minutes left on my clock. So I would like to ask all of our presenters to maybe just turn their cameras back on and let's do a little round robin here. So I'm going to pull up a question. So the question is, what advice would you give someone going through the college search process? And we'll go ahead and start with Worcester Polytechnic Institute.
Yes, that's a great question that we all hear a lot. I would definitely say my biggest piece of advice would just be, do your research. Obviously, make a list of the things that you want in a college. I think that's the most important thing. Just know what you're looking for when you're going into the college search process.
And let's go over to Lawrence Tech now.
I think I would recommend, once you know your acceptances and everything, a lot of times students, decide right then. But I always say, keep all your options open. Wait till you get your financial aid packages. The finances might make a difference in what you do. So just keep all your options open as long as you can.
I think my biggest piece of advice would be to definitely work collaboratively with your admissions representative at the colleges that you're thinking about applying to. We are here to help. We want to help. We want to provide the information to you. We want to make this a fun and exciting process for you. So please don't ever hesitate to reach out, ask questions, gather information so that you can make the best decision for you.
Took mine. So I guess one of my biggest piece of advice is have a specific email account for all of this college stuff. If you wanted to name it like mine, I would say amandawoolleycollege@gmail.com. So if you continue with this process and have just a select email address dedicated to all of the college searching and process, I think that'll help you in the long run be organized for down the road when you're making that decision next May 1.
I think my advice echoes a lot of what we've shared, and also just being true to you and finding connectors with the campuses that you become really interested in. Admission is always a great place to start, and we can launch you into our communities and help you find amazing students that we might think you would connect with, or connect you with a faculty member, or if you're having trouble hearing back from a club or a team that you're interested in, admission can always be that initial connector for you.
Hi everyone, my name is Amy. I'm the other counselor from Springfield College. I work with students from New York. I'll take this portion from Allie. But I think, I totally agree with everyone else said. They're really great pieces of advice. I would definitely say as well, you know yourself, you know who you are, and your likes, your dislikes, and your interests and things like that. So really take the opportunity to use your college search process to learn a little bit more about yourself, and then take some risks. Really put yourself out there. As it was mentioned before, your admissions counselor at every school it's our job to help you through the process. So we want to make sure that we're giving you as much information you need about our perspective or respective institutions, so that you are able to make the best decision for yourself. So definitely use your resources and use your admissions counselors through the process.
Great. Thank you so much. A lot of really great advice. No better place to hear it than the people that deal with it all the time. We have run out of time today, but I do want to say thank you so much to all of our presenters today. And also thank you all for joining us as well. When you close this window, there's going to be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. So we'd appreciate any feedback that you can provide on this session. Also, like I mentioned earlier, this is just one of many sessions that are being hosted. We have more tomorrow, so be sure to sign up for additional sessions too. And lastly, in about a week, you're going to be able to find this session's recording, as well as all of the other session recordings at strivescan.com/CASDANY. All right, thanks again, everyone.